Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update for Monday, February 12th, 2024. Happy Super Bowl Monday. Congratulations to the Chiefs and all their fans out there. What a great game. That was a lot of fun to watch, but man, did I stay up later than I wanted to. It was a difficult morning to get up. So happy to be here this morning. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to take a quick look at your Montgomery County numbers for the last 7 days. We had 89 new listings. That's less than last week, but I think that that's partially because of the Super Bowl. I know I told my new listings to hold off, my sellers to hold off until after the Super Bowl. You may or may not know, after the Super Bowl sort of triggers our spring market. So I'm thinking that that might be some of what we're seeing here with less new listings. We had 119 go under contract, so lots of hungry buyers out there. We had 42 closed sales, 23 price changes, 39 private on the private market, and 3 expireds. So what we're seeing is prices are still holding very, very strong. Prices are up 5% nationally year over year. So we have prices that are holding strong. We have interest rates that are very steady. They're not where people would hope that they are. They're not 4 or 5%, but they probably never will be again. Certainly not in my lifetime. We might see 5%, but we're never going to see 4%, certainly no 3%. And the writing is on the wall that those things are not going to happen. So a lot of sellers are sort of coming to grips with that. And if they have been wanting to sell, this might be the year. Now that we've kind of got really steady interest rates under 7%, just barely, and that's a decent rate. When I bought my house in 2006, I think we locked in at 6.7. We thought it was great. So sellers are feeling less locked to their interest rate. So we anticipate that that is going to create more inventory this year, and we're going to be able to have our market be a little bit more robust than it's been in the past couple of years. Nationally, homes are still selling very, very quickly. They're sitting on the market for not a very long time. So about 2 weeks is nationally what we're seeing. I know I anticipate that my listings that we list this week will go under contract by the end of the weekend. That's our plan. We're going to have open houses and likely we'll get multiple offers. Part of that has to do with how we are pricing homes as well. So let's talk a little bit about this. So prices are holding steady. Is it a good time to buy? People ask me all the time, how is the real estate market? The real estate market is great. It's always the right time to buy if it is the right time for you. Prices are holding very steady. Market time is very short nationally and locally. We are getting more inventory. I feel like I'm seeing more homes on the market. I feel like there's a little bit more to choose from. Even though we only had 89 new listings, I do feel like we are getting more listings, and I'm hoping next week we will see even more. And as the spring progresses, I believe we will start to see more homes, and I think there's going to be a lot more to choose from. I think there are a lot of sellers that have been wanting to move, and they haven't because of the interest rates. And now they are sort of comfortable with the fact that the interest rates aren't going to change. I know in 2020, I heard a lot of people saying, oh, I'm going to wait. Prices are way too inflated. I'm going to wait for prices to come down. They didn't. They've just gone up every single year. People were saying, oh, then in 21 and 2022, they were like, oh, I'm going to wait for more inventory. Okay, they're still waiting. Now in 2023, we saw interest rates go up, and then people are like, oh, wait, I'm going to wait for interest rates. There's always going to be something to wait for, I guess is what I'm getting at. And it doesn't really pay to wait because the market is always, historically, the market will always be improving, will always be appreciating. I know in 2008 that didn't happen, but that was like the only time in history where we've seen that happen. So historically speaking, you are going to make money on housing. It is a safe investment. People who bought a home pre-pandemic, so 2019, 2020, prices are up 35% from that time. So if you were somebody who was thinking about buying in 2019 and waited at that point, and now you're still waiting, you've cost yourself a lot of money, not only in your buying power, but also in lost equity. So it doesn't really pay to wait in real estate, historically speaking. I know those of you that bought in 2018 and sold in 2022 are like, you're wrong, Miranda, I made a ton of money. Okay, great. You were lucky. That was like a one time in history that was going to happen. What we anticipate for 2024 is a very robust market. We anticipate more inventory. We anticipate prices going up. We anticipate short market time, so homes selling very quickly. I know that I am anticipating multiple offers on my listings coming up this weekend. Now, let me tell you a little bit about why I feel confident in that. Part of that is because the homes that you see on the market that are not selling are not priced appropriately. What some homeowners have done is they've seen prices go up and they thought, okay, I think my house should sell at $525, so I'm going to list it at $550. That is old thinking. When you price your house high, knowing that you can come down, but you can't go up, that is an antiquated way of thinking about the real estate market, because what you have to think about when you're selling is, what is a buyer thinking about? Well, most buyers that are in the market right now look at a house listed at $550 and think, oh man, if there's multiple offers, if it's really cute, that means I'm going to potentially have to pay $565, $570 in order to get that house under contract, because they've been involved in multiple offer situations. They have been involved in a highest and best situation. They know that they're going to have to offer more than the list price, and they don't want to pay $550 or $575, let's say, for a house that should sell at $525. So if you're thinking my house should sell at $525, you cannot price your home at $550. You have to price it at $525 and let the market dictate where your house ends up selling. The old idea of I can list high and I can always come down is a very ineffective way of listing a home right now in this market, based on the way buyers are thinking. So when I'm talking to my clients, I always want to make sure that we're going to talk about, okay, what is the price that's going to get you one offer? And what's the list price that's going to get you 10 offers? Because your list price is your advertised price. That is what you're advertising to the buyers out there. Now, if you go to market and you're not getting any activity on your listing, and you're not getting the showings that you want, you're not getting the feedback that you want, you're not getting activity, then you know that you've priced too high. The market will scream at you. The market will tell you what you need to do with your price. And if you're not getting activity in the first 5 days, then you're priced too high. Now, with my listings, we're pricing them aggressively, knowing that the price that we've listed them at is the price that should generate 10 offers, not one. And that is what's going to give us our effective sales price. So that is the strategy that I'm using with my sellers. And that's why we sell faster. We end up selling for more money. And my sellers are not sitting on the market wondering what's wrong with their house. And buyers aren't thinking, oh my gosh, this house is overpriced. I'll wait till they do a price reduction and then I'll go see it. Because that's a surefire way to cost you money. So there's a lot of strategy involved with this market. There's a lot of psychology involved in thinking about, what is the buyer thinking when they're coming to see your house? What are they going to be willing to pay you for your home, knowing what projects they may or may not have to do? And you've got to take all of that into consideration. So this is a very strategic market. It should be very robust this year. We're expecting, like I said, a really great year in real estate for 2024. Certainly more transactions we're anticipating than 2023. 2023 was very slow for a lot of people. And a lot of sellers were very frustrated that they didn't have more, or a lot of buyers were frustrated that they didn't have more to choose from. But people are still moving. People are buying and selling. People are getting transferred. People are having babies, getting married, getting divorced, doing all the things that they do that causes them to move. And if it's time for you to take advantage of this market, I recommend you do it sooner than later. This is going to be a great year, and prices are going to continue to go up this year. Oh, and one more thing about rates. Rates are currently, high 6s, low 7s. If they come down, we're going to see those prices go up even more. We're going to see those prices skyrocket when everyone else that's been waiting for interest rates to come down and for prices to come down, they've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and all of them decide it's time to get off the fence and get into the market. That'll happen, and then we're going to see prices really go up. I'm Miranda Alt with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team. Thanks so much for watching. If you ever have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm at 815-529-0777 or mirandaaltteam@gmail.com, or you can always find me on the socials. Have a great rest of your Monday.